Trick or treat! Trick or treat!
Trick or treat!
I want candy. How about Bud Light?
Bud Light!
Mazda says they're going to send us a 2024 Mazda 3 hatchback to drive. Let's see what the prices are for the 4 basic models. 2.5 Select Sport, $25,690. 2.5 Preferred, $27,390. 2.5 Carbone Edition, don't know what that means, $30,260. And 2.5 Premium, $30,350. Oh, we have one hiding on the right here, 2.5 Turbo Premium Plus, $36,650. I think I'll order that one. Well, here's a price sheet they sent. Yep, definitely a 2.5 Turbo Premium. Too much standard equipment to show here. The video will be way too long. Let's cut to the price. There we go, charging extra for paint, shipping, and there's the total tab. And this one is made totally in Japan, not in Mexico like some of the other models. And here's the fuel economy. Nice figure if you can get it. We'll be taking this out in the real world to see if that's true. If you're planning on running your car to a pole, here's the safety rating for you. So here it is in real life. Nice paint job. I don't know if I'd pay an extra $600 for it. Oh well. In the rear view, nice looking vehicle. One of the first things we do to get a vehicle is check and see what brand of tires they're giving us, because a lot of car companies are cheaping out using junker brands, but these are Bridgestones. Good enough. And the second thing we want to do is check and see if there's a spare tire under the floor, and I checked there is, so I'm not going to pull out all these tools. However, be warned, this is the deluxe model. Of course, we expect a spare tire, but on the cheaper base models, I don't think you get one. You might want to check before you buy, or after you buy. And the third thing we always do is go out and check out the headlights in the dark and do a night drive. We already did a video of that, posted on YouTube if you didn't see it. We'll have a link for that on this video at the very end, so you won't be missing anything. The base Mazda 3 has a 2.5-liter, 191 horsepower engine, rated 28 mpg in the city, 37 on the highway. It's more than adequate transportation. If you want the total Mazda driving experience, you want this 2.5 turbo. Putting out 277 horsepower, rate 23 mpg in the city, 31 on the highway, 26 overall. We'll be taking this out in the real world to see the real world numbers. By the way, the 227 horsepower rating is with standard 87 unleaded. If you use 91 premium, it jumps up to 250 horsepower for those who want to go a bit quicker. All of our testing will be done in the 227 horsepower, 87 octane. Here's what the second row seating looks like. A little cramped with the legs if you put the seats all the way back, but otherwise, you fit a couple of people back in there. Let me take my camera gear out. Alright, let's look at the rest of the cabin. Decent sized glove box. A beautiful gauge cluster. Nice round dials, the way it's supposed to be. Thank you. I do have one complaint though. When you turn off some of the safety nannies, you don't really need the warning lights glow orange, and that's a serious color because the thing is the check engine light and flat tire light. So if I ignore all the orange lights or yellow lights, I might miss something important. Why can't they make these a different color? But I'm not picking on Mazda here. All the manufacturers want orange or yellow for the disconnect safety lights, so that's just the way it is. Here we have the climate controls. Doesn't get much simpler than this. Couple knobs, couple buttons. The way it should be on all vehicles, but unfortunately it's not. And here we have a little button for sport mode or regular mode. And I do not like this shiny plastic. It has a lot of glare. Fortunately, it's not too bad. Just annoying. Mazda's always been famous for their simple controls, but lately they want to copy the Germans, so go to the control knob system like here. But they have a jump ahead buttons, so you don't have to do too much scrolling. Press this for navigation, this for the radio, this for the other stuff. All you do is pick what you want, like the settings. Vehicle settings, system settings, sound settings. Take your pick. Again, pretty simple. Now let me bring your attention to the active driving display, which is another word for the head-up display that reflects information on the windshield. In all previous Mazdas, you had to go through this menu to turn it off. But then you turn the vehicle off, turn it back on, it came right back on again. You do this every single time you get in the vehicle if you want to turn the head-up display off. This year, you don't have to do that. Turn it off once, it stays off. Thank you, Mazda. They were listening to complaints, obviously. So we're turning off the head-up display off. Actually, I did that several days ago, and it's been off ever since. I was not impressed with the radio function. I'm not going to do a whole video on this. Basically, programming the stations for your favorites, even changing the channels is kind of a nightmare from hell, and I haven't been able to figure it out. I'll have to start reading the owner's manual, I guess. I was not impressed, although we do get a volume knob. I appreciate that. Alright, enough about messing with the radio. Let's do more serious stuff. Go into some driving. It's no secret Mazda makes one of the nicest sports cars on the planet. The Miata, which is also called the MX-5. Quick steering, strong brakes, good cornering ability. They've taken all those features and put it in their Mazda cars and SUVs, for the most part. And they did it in this one. This makes it very fun to drive, especially if you get the turbo engine. Now you're really cooking. The steering is quick, responsive, has great feel. Got excellent handling here. If you like driving in a hurry, this might be the vehicle for you. This car is very quick, accelerating with ease. 0 to 60 in close to 5.5 seconds if you're using premium fuel. This particular one has all-wheel drive. In some cases make the car slower, sometimes quicker because of lack of wheel spin. But all I can show you, yeah, now that turbo's kicking in. This thing's going. Perfect brakes, absolutely outstanding. In heavy city driving, this car is getting 22.5 mpg. In city driving, some mixed commuting, 23.5. We're going to reset the computer and do a highway drive, around 115, 120 miles. This is a nice highway cruiser. Smooth ride, relatively quiet, sharp steering. Bit of tire noise coming up through the chassis, but no big deal. There you go, we climbed 1,000 feet in elevation, got 28.2 mpg. We'll reset the computer and do another highway drive. Alright, we got just about 28 going to and just about 32 coming back. For an average around 30. It's pretty close to the 31 mpg claimed on the window sticker. No complaints here. So what's my take on this Mazda 3 after a week of driving? A very, very nice car. It gives you all the exciting performance, quick steering, good brakes, great handling. I'm used to getting the German performance sedans, but don't much anymore. And a reasonable price, as long as you keep the options low. But this one loaded up. Hey, you want to play, you got to pay it. If you didn't see our headlight test and night drive video, here's a link coming up. Click and watch.